What's up guys, welcome to another tips and tricks video, but this one is the Sentinel edition. So today we're going to be giving you a bunch of Sentinel tips and tricks that will hopefully help you get out of the lower ranks. Absolutely correct. If you want to stall through tube or from B site on Icebox, put your wall just like this. This will block off sight from B site as well as block off the tube. Anybody that tries to go up through the tube will have to break 1 to 2 pieces depending on how close you got the wall. And that gives you a lot of stalling time into kitchen. So, almost everybody knows about the peek from on top of this box on A site. However, if you set up your wall like this as Sage, and maybe even break the first wall so they don't see it, you could catch some enemies off guard when they come into sight. They'll be aiming right here, and you'll be all the way up here. And here's another easy Sage wall that you can use on bind. You just need to be standing in the hookah window, and place it so that it's sticking out of the windowsill towards long, and then you place it down a step to the right so that you don't get hit by the ceiling. When your wall's up, you can use this to peek long, or also kill a couple people that might be peeking, trying to break through wall. Killjoy also offers a very excellent retake or sight take, as long as you have your ultimate up. All you gotta do is stand by this tree to throw your molly. You have to aim it between these tree leaves right here, and that should land all the way in line. Then, if you place your ultimate back here in this corner, it'll take over the entire site. This forces your enemies to either push you over here in heaven, try and break the door, or run off of sight. If they run off of sight and towards wine where it's safe, they end up getting hit by your trap as soon as you let it go. If you put your turret right here, she covers the entire area here. If you put your alarm bot here and a nanoswarm right nearby, it's really hard for them to deal with all 3 of these devices at the same time. A lot of times when you're peeking mid, people peek out right here from behind this green box, and they oftentimes are already being peeked by an operator or some other long-range weapon, and they just die instantly. So a way to mess up their crosshair placement is to place a teleport right on top of this box. You can TP up here and they'll be expecting you down there, which might get you a free kill. Chamber is my favorite champion due to his high mobility between sites, due to his teleports, and some of these can give you cross-map teleports, which are really helpful, especially if the other team's really aggressive. One of these teleports can be found on Ascent. You can place one on B and one in mid, and then the benefit to putting the one in the corner on mid is you're actually able to teleport from trees as well. So you can try and help hold A site through trees, and if you get pushed too hard, you can run back here and teleport all the way over to B, and try and retake from this direction. Another example of Chamber's cross-map capabilities is by placing one here on Cubby for B site, and placing the other over here in U-Haul. This allows you to go back and forth between sites, and they're in relatively safe positions. As long as the other team hasn't pushed up into U-Haul or onto A site, you should be safe. And who knows, every once in a while you can catch them off guard and kill them from behind. And if you're playing Cypher, just know that you should try and use some wacky angles on your tripwires, because it might throw your enemies off guard as to where to shoot. For example, a lot of these boxes have weird angles that you can put them down on, and same with the tires, especially when you're playing on bind. Like that. I mean, people are probably going to think you have one set up across here, and they might not be ready to shoot inside of the tire to try and kill that. One final wacky angle for Sage on bind is if you stand on this box in hookah and you aim this towards the door, you can stand here and kill people right above the door and get a weird angle on people who are trying to push sight. Although you do get a little stuck, so good luck with that.
10 seconds left.
Another easy chamber teleport that you can do to mess up your enemies is over in this corner by the teleporter. And then once you TP, you can place one in the teleporter, and you can kind of go back and forth. If you do that early in the round, you can actually catch them off guard, because A, they'll either think you're still in the teleporter and they'll push slower towards B, and if they end up pushing A, you'll still be here waiting for them to come into you.
30.
And hey, here's a little stupid tip that, you know, sometimes works. You can crouch behind your turret to use it as a little meat shield, be your little bodyguard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments or questions, just let me know in the comments down below. And you guys stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.